Good morning, all. Thank you, Mr. Begu. Thank you, Mr. Drew, Professor Mishra. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, we, on behalf of the Embassy of India, congratulate you on convening of this important second session between FAM and AIMS, which is happening at a very at a very opportune moment. We understand from FAM, from yesterday's gathering, that this is only with India that a second session is now being held, while FAM is reaching out to BRICS countries. The interest and the situation which attains in India is very important and particularly useful for French-Indian cooperation in this important field. Of course, we welcome FAM's outreach to BRICS countries because, the five major emerging economies now constitute more than about 25% of world GDP and a little more than 50% of world population. So what is happening in BRICS is, of course, very important. And within BRICS also, what is happening in India is particularly most important because India is the fastest growing GDP, economy in the world among the major economies, and of course it has a large population. So what happens in India is particularly telling and useful for experience of the world and developing countries. And we are very happy to cooperate with France in every field of interest, every field of cooperation. Indeed, as you know, that India and France have a relationship which we term as a strategic partnership. So both countries call each other strategic partners. President Hollande was recently in India in January as the chief guest of our Republic Day parade. It was a very historic occasion. Before that, Prime Minister Modi visited twice in last year. Of course, including in the very important COP21, where we have defined the world climate change, activities in which also we are cooperating together. We have, a history of cooperation going back to many years in the strategic fields. So, if we can take, take space cooperation. Do you know that when Prime Minister visited in April last year to France, we released a stamp which commemorates 50 years of India-France space cooperation. We have been launching each other's rockets. Our scientists are collaborating. In the field of civil nuclear cooperation, France has agreed with India to build 6 nuclear power plants of new EPR technology in a place in Jaitapur in Maharashtra. Now, the project is going on with intense negotiations. We hope to start soon in the field of defense. A lot of high technology cooperation is going on, and we recently agreed to buy 36 Rafale aircraft from India, from France, which is also of great strategic significance. So while all of these things are happening in the fields of strategic partnership and these kinds of areas, there is of course a lot of opportunity and desire from both sides to also cooperate in the areas of health, public health, education, and other fields. We, in fact, from India, we want to have more and more Indian students coming to France to study in higher institutions. And of course, we welcome French students coming to India for studies and internship. There are various government policies which are promoting that. More than 3,000 students now are coming to France regularly every year. And it helps that many French institutes are also now offering courses in English. Of course, we would like to learn French, but of course that would be a historical process to go further. But of course, courses in English also have helped more Indian students to come to France. And these linkages, which are now being forged, would of course give dividend in future, because a generation of Indian and French students would have worked together or would have studied in each other's country. We also have the example of CEFIPRA, which is an institute which is almost going to complete 30 years now. It's a joint Indo-French cooperation of cooperation in science and technology and research. CEFIPRA has also filed many patents and is based in Delhi and gets Indian and French scientists to work together. So going from these areas, of course, we welcome all such initiatives which happen in the area of science and technology, education, health. AIMS is a premier institute of India, and FAM, which drives the research and innovation from France. If the two organizations are working together, I hope that many good results will come. I wish all the best to the participants here for this conference which is happening today, and I hope that the good results will come out which will drive our cooperation further in future. All of you, our French friends, all of you keep visiting India all the time. From the embassy, I can say, if you have any problem of visa, please let me know. So, thank you very much.